mix a really strong coffee into something, and then the smell of the coffee doesn't come out forever. Yeah. Drinking like fucking ginger coffee at the moment. That's what it tastes like. Ginger tea coffee.
Just covering all bases.
Alright, it's 6 o'clock. That's looking good. I'll come back to choose that in a second. We'll get to mixing.
Cool. Thanks for tuning in to Knockoff Sessions, ladies and gents and everyone else. We've got the wonderful Jimmybay here with us tonight in the lounge room, and we're looking forward to a bit of blues, bit of folk, bit of stomping, bit of growling, something like that anyway. Just a reminder that you can also tip your artists, and we do have a little PayPal link in there as well in the chat function, and also we've got our Knockoff Sessions PayPal if you want to use that as well. Up to you. I'm going to stop talking, and I reckon we'll just crack into something much better than my voice.
Thanks for having me. G'day, my name's Jimmybay. I'm going to sing you a few songs. This first song, it's a story that I heard when I was travelling. I was travelling around Australia for a few years in my bus, and I was living on a riverbank down in Lorne for a few months, and met a bloke down there and became pretty good mates with him, and he told me this story. And it was about his brother and his brother's wife. And the story stuck with me. It was a pretty sad story, and I was driving around after that, driving up the East Coast, and I couldn't stop thinking about it, so I ended up writing this song called Home, and it's kind of from the perspective of someone in the situation. I'm not sure exactly who, but somewhere in there. In the darkness at night, with scuffed brown boots and a jet black tie, he said, "I'm being well, rest assured. I've been walking these halls for 1,000 years, slamming doors and wiping my tears. It's the only place feels like home. Well, I came home from work one day, and there was 3 cops standing at my gate. One says, "Son, you best have a seat. My wife's been killed down on the M3. I've been walking these halls for 1,000 years, slamming doors and wiping my tears. It's the only place that feels like home." So I drove myself down the beach that night, and I waved my hands up at the sky, gritted my teeth, and then I threw myself on the rocks beneath. souls for 1,000 years, slamming doors and wiping my tears. It's the only place that feels like home. I've been walking these souls for 1,000 years, slamming doors and wiping my tears. It's the only place that feels like home. Thanks very much. Yeah, so that was that story I heard down on the riverbank. I left that riverbank. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. This is all new to me. It's all new to everybody. Well, not everybody, but me. Anyway, yeah, so I left that riverbank, and the bloke that told me that story, I was driving away, and he ran up and sort of knocked on my window, and I thought I left something behind in the camp spot, because I do that a fair bit. But he stuck his hand in, he had a big handful of magic mushrooms there for me. So I was pretty happy and thanked him and left, and drove off towards Melbourne. And I stopped at this little op shop in Geelong, and I was looking through some old paperwork on the table, and I found this map of North Geelong. North Geelong, there's a lot of farmland up that way, so I saw this creek on the map, and I thought I'd go up there and find a place to camp and go fishing for the night. So I headed up north, following this old paper map. But unbeknownst to me, between 1975 and the map was made, and when I got it, there was lots of fences built around North Geelong. So I ended up getting stuck in a few corners and down dirt roads and stuff. And so I pulled up and had a handful of mushrooms and started drinking a box of red wine. And at some stage passed out, and I woke up in the morning and I was looking up through all these shrubs, and the sun was sort of just poking its head up, and I stood up to find out where I was, and I was in the middle of an artichoke paddock. There was artichokes as far as I could see. So I had a bit of a laugh to myself and dusted myself off and wrote this song. It's called On My Way, and I wrote this song just to remind myself it's okay to wake up in an artichoke paddock every now and then. Well, I was lost in the desert, gun in my hand. I've been walking for days. I got a frog in my throat, I think he's here to stay, but I'm on my way. Well, I'm on my way. Well, I'm on my way. Well, I was walking through the jungle with a snake around my neck, 3 gold tops and a bottle of gin, and I whisper no regrets. Well, he didn't bite me, he just swung around to speak. He said, "You've been here for a while, boy," and then licked me on my cheek. Well, I'm on my way. Well, I'm on my way. Well, I was crawling through the city, barefoot and broke, filthy streets and strangers, only one of them spoke. I met a man sitting with the blues. He said, roll me a cigarette and I'll give you my shoes. But I'm on my way. And I'm on my way.
So good.
Hope everybody's having a good night. This is pretty nice to get out of the house and come and do something like this. Been a while. I played music full time, so this is a bit of a treat to come out and do a gig to so many people. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit now. This is a relatively recent song, maybe late last year, and it's just a song. I don't know. It's a song about taking weight off people's shoulders, and friends or family or partner or strangers or whatever. It feels like if you pass the weight around a little bit, everybody gets a little bit lighter. A bit corny, but that's what it is. And it's called Waves. How much do you want it? How much do you want it, babe? There's been so many reasons to stay here, so many reasons to go away. And I've got bones in my cupboard, ghosts laying under my bed. Go and lay my head in the gutter. To be a dog or better off dead. Let me take some weight. I know you feel heavy. Let me take some weight. I know you feel heavy. And I'm just sitting in a hallway, killing my time with a black dog sitting in the doorway. I don't know his name, but he's a friend of mine. She said, I know how you feel, babe. I could tell the way you drag your feet, and it floods out of your eyes and out into the street. Let me take some weight. I know you feel heavy. Let me take some weight. I know you feel heavy. Well, how much do you want it? How much do you want it, babe? There's been so many reasons to stay here, there's so many reasons to go away. And I've got bones in my cupboard, ghosts laying under my bed. Go and lay my head in the gutter. To be a dog or better off dead. Let me take some weight. I know you feel heavy. Let me take some weight. I know you feel heavy. Alrighty. Let's take some weight. I don't know if I should blast this yet, but I got an EP here. Jimmybay. So if you want an EP, get in contact with me. Donations, $10 or over, I'll fling you an EP and that. I've been doing. I recorded it at Island Studios, which was really good. Joe's a legend, and I've been doing DIY CD covers and all. I got little silly Polaroids of me on the front and all that sort of stuff. So if you want one of them, the song's called Dirt Roads. I wrote this after a trip up to Cairns, and then we did Cairns to Bendigo. Adelaide to Cairns to Bendigo to Adelaide in 2.5 weeks. It was a bit of a trek, and we took it in, and we spent 800 kilometres on dirt roads without meaning to. So I wrote this song called Dirt Roads, and it's about getting out of town. Well, come with me, darling, come run away, where there's so many dirt roads that we could take. And I can hear them coming through that old rusty gate, picking dust up along the way. Yeah, and we could sail across the ocean on a boat made of regret, on a lonely beach just drifting with the tide. And I know we've got to get there, but I don't know how to swim. And the birds, they start to circle in the sky. Well, come with me, darling, come run away, where there's so many dirt roads that we could take. And I can hear them coming through that old rusty gate, picking dust up along the way. Yeah, and we could sail across the ocean on a boat made of regret, on a lonely beach just drifting with the tide. And I know we've got to get there, but I don't know how to swim. And the birds, they start to circle in the sky. Yeah, we could sail across the ocean on a boat made of regret, on a lonely beach just drifting with the tide. And I know we've got to get there, but I don't know how to swim. And the birds, they start to circle in the sky. Alrighty, I'm jumping back on my other guitar.
Sounded real good, man.
Thanks, bro. I'm going to sing a song called Here It Comes. And this song, I wrote this song when I was trapped in a valley for about 3 days down near the beach in Adelaide. It wasn't really remote, I was just stuck down there. I was in Byron up in the hills in Currabell, staying out of town, and friend rang me and said, you better get out of town because there's rain coming from the north and the rivers swell around the northern rivers there and you'll get stuck for a few days. So I headed off in the bus and I got down to Adelaide and parked up early in the morning, about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and down this embankment down towards the beach to hide out to go camping. And we fell asleep and I woke up around lunchtime and it had been raining the whole time. The rain had caught up and I had no money and my tyres were bald, so I couldn't get up the hill. So I got stuck down there and I wrote this song to stop myself going crazy. And it's called Here It Comes, and I got towed out by a brumby. Chase after the sun. I was camped out on the ocean shore, lit by flickering flame, with a heart full of desire, but startled by the pain. And I sung a song of reverence on a string spun from gold, and olden lessons learned, and stories gone untold. And here it comes, boy, here it comes, face lit up by the moonlight as we chase after the sun. Always takes it every time. Alright, rock and roll.
Rock and roll indeed. So good.
Alrighty. I'm going to slow it down for one so I can get my breath back. And just run around the block then.
Gotta exercise something, right?
That's right. I just telling everyone before that I left my guitar up against the blow heater last winter and it's split in half. So every time winter comes I think it gets scared and starts going all different shapes trying it's a bit upset. So excuse my tuning. This song here, this is called The King. And I wrote this song for myself can't remember, I was parked up somewhere, and I wrote this song just as a bit of a healing song for myself, and put it on the shelf after I finished with it. And a little while ago, my partner found it and dusted it off and said I should play it. And so now I play it. It's just about thinking you need something, and those big waves of emotion that come over you, and then realising you don't need it so much. When that sentimental memory is gone, and your heart's gripped and your fist all ripped and torn, drink down that bottle, right down to the bottom, see a reflection of myself, 'cause it all comes down. And I lost my crown, and it all comes round. Lost and found. Like the shifting sand that's brought in by the tide, I'm easy to be moved, it's harder to swallow your pride. What happened there? Winter's coming again. Sand gets deeper, it's almost to your knees. Just reach out and save yourself, 'cause it all comes down. And I lost my crown, and it all comes round. Lost and found. Something's horribly wrong with my guitar at the moment. Sorry about that. Alrighty. Can't win them all. Yeah. Oh, that's the back of it, by the way. Got the high vis on there. Just in case. Alright. I'm going to sing a song that was the first song I wrote. And I wrote this when I was working up north, underground, when I was in my 20s. And you go a bit nuts working under there in the darkness, and I used to sing songs to the blokes on night shift at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and how much trouble they were going to be in when they got home, and how bad at driving trucks they were. But I ended up writing this one, and this is the one that they enjoyed the most, and it's called Devil. It's not really about the devil, it's more just about the things that follow you around and chase you around, and how I got rid of them. Well, I said, oh, no, He said, come on, just give in. Well, the devil came down just for me, but I'm gonna ruin his plan. I said, oh, no, no. He said, come on, just give in. I see the devil came down just for me, but I'm gonna ruin his plan. Well, the devil sailed down the river. He said, come on, just give in. Well, there ain't no way I'm going near that border. Drag me down so I can't swim. I said, oh, no, no. He said, come on, just give in. Well, the devil came down just for me, but I'm gonna ruin his plan. Well, see, then he sailed across the ocean just to come and shake my hand. But there ain't no way I'm going near that boat. I'm staying right here in dry land. I said, oh, no, no. He said, come on, just give in. I see the devil came down just for me, but I'm gonna ruin his plan. Well, he dragged me up the country. He said, I'm gonna clip your wings. So I wrapped the guitar string around his neck. I said, now you're the birdie you sing. I said, oh, no, no. He said, come on, just give in. I see the devil came down just for me, but I'm gone on his plan. So I dragged that big old devil up under the pines. Well, I dropped him down the big dark hole, put the rock on his head just to clear my mind. He said, oh, no, no. He said, come on, just give in. I see the devil came down just for me, but I went ruin his plan. Couple more to go. All right, I was going out with a girl in Brisbane. We broke up and she stole my doona and my laptop. So I left Brisbane and went down to Bathurst. I was taking the back road down back to Adelaide, and had no doona. It was winter time, freezing cold back that way. If you've ever been around that way in the winter time, and so I was sort of heading down there trying to figure out how I was going to make money. I had about $10 in my pocket, and I had a bit of fuel in my tank of my bus, so I saw this sign on the side of the road and it said gold in the hills with a big arrow pointing up in there. So I thought, bugger it, I'll go find some gold. I went to the hardware store my last $10 and bought a gold pen and walked around town to find someone to tell me where the gold was. Like they were going to tell me where their stash was. And found an old bloke sitting out the front of a takeaway shop with his dog. And he drew a map for me of this place called Safala. And he said, go down under the bridge and you'll find a tree hanging out the corner of this creek. And he said, dig under this tree in the roots and you'll find gold. So I went down there and sure enough, I started digging under there, and I've never gold panned before in my life. And the first pan I had gold in there, so not much, but about 3 pans. I had 3 straight pans of gold in, probably about $2 or $3. And I thought I was going to get rich. But I stayed there for 3 or 4 days and didn't find any more gold. So the gold pen still owes me. But I did write this song about not having a doona. And I don't normally play this too many times at gigs, but I thought I'd play it tonight because I feel like it. It's called Doona. Well, I fell in love in Brisbane with a girl with a crooked smile. Said, hey babe, you look nice, might stay here for a while. And I love to love you, baby, but you took my doona. Yeah, you took my doona. So I travelled down to Bathurst, found gold down in the creek. It was so cold on the bank, about 2 bloody degrees. And I love to love you, baby, but you took my doona. Yeah, you took my doona. Yeah, you took my doona. Kept heading southeast, down through little towns. Can't remember the name of the place, but I was chasing goose down. And I love to love you, baby, but you took my doona. Yeah, you took my doona. Kept looking through op shops, underneath old jeans, sweaters with big holes and other things. And underneath it all, I found one and it cost me $4. Yeah, you took my doona, but I got another one. Yeah, you took my doona. Alright, that was for Nance.
Mike it. We've got a Tim Hawkins that says, sounds cool, man.
Oh, geez,
and Naomi said, dang, not the doona. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
I'm gonna do one more. This is a song I wrote when I was living on the beach down in Aldinga. It's an old story, so you can judge me if you want. It's not current. But this is called Trouble. Thanks very much for tuning in too. And thanks to Knockoff Sessions for having me. It's amazing. Well, this seems like trouble, but ain't never too far away. I've been down this same old road more times than I care to say. Well, I got no money, my car broke down and the cops know where I'll stay. Still up from a 3-day here, be fuck, let's do it again. Well, I was living south of Adelaide, worst storm I'd ever seen, where lightning shot down from the clouds and lit up the blacktop sea. Got this aching in my head, well, it's the worst it's ever been. Must have been the cocaine and the cigarettes and whiskey bottles in my bin. Well, it seems like trouble, well, ain't never too far away. I've been down this same old road more times than I care to say. Well, I got no money, my car broke down and the cops know where I'll stay. Still up from a 3-day here, be fuck, let's do it again. And hey man, was it worth it to keep up with the Jones? Well, they work you right down through your skin, right down to your bone. Well, I got bit deep by Cooper's King Brown and ended up on my own. Still up from a 3-day here, be fuck, let's do it again. Well, it seems like trouble, well, ain't never too far away. I've been down this same old road more times than I care to say. Well, I got no money, my car broke down and the cops know where I stay. Still up from a 3-day hit, before I could let's do it again.
Woohoo! Thanks so much to Jimmybay for coming out
for having
and enjoying some appropriate social distance from us and playing some awesome tunes. Some funny stuff and dark stuff as well. But
If you don't laugh.
well, that's it. And if you are all looking for something to do on Friday night, we're streaming again from the Wheatsheaf Hotel, which you'll be able to view from our YouTube account or their Facebook page. And we've got Nico and Snooks and Ben Davies. Should be fun. We'll see you then.